an innocent, hard-working transporter patiently wait for passengers to board his vehicle, and once he's had enough of these passengers, he takes off from the park, establishes communication with members of other kidnapping gangs and bandits along his routes, and once he gets to a comfortable zone, these gang members will swoop on his vehicle, intercept his vehicle, and kidnap everybody, leaving just himself alone. Of course, he will scream blue murder, raise all kind of alarm, and pretend to have escaped death by whiskers.
A good act does not wash out the bad, nor the bad act the good, but each of it should have its own reward. Hi viewer, you're welcome to Busted on Flip TV. This program educates and informs us on efforts of security agencies in combating crimes and criminality in our society. I am Gladys Alozin, your host. Men of the Nigerian police force have arrested a driver for allegedly conspiring with criminal gangs to kidnap the passenger he loaded from a motor park, parading and Northwest in contact with multiple kidnapping gangs. Parading the suspect, CP Frank Mbassed.
I will start straight away with one of the very disturbing case involving one Bashiru Sule, aged 25 years. Bashiru Sule, come here. Stand up. I'm starting with this very disturbing case involving Bashiru Sule, aged 25 years. I call it a very disturbing case because Bashiru Sule, who operates in concert with multiple kidnapping gangs and bandits stationed along major highways, particularly on your way from Kano to Katsina and other parts of both the northeast and the northwest geopolitical zones, have devised a very dangerous, negatively ingenious way of not just beating security, but of also delivering innocent citizens to the slaughter slab. What he does is sometimes go to the motor park, present his vehicle, pretend to be an innocent, hard-working transporter, patiently wait for passengers to board his vehicle, and once he's had enough of these passengers, he takes off from the park, establishes communication with members of other kidnapping gangs and bandits along his routes, and once he gets to a comfortable zone, these gang members will swoop on his vehicle, intercept his vehicle, and kidnap everybody, leaving just himself alone. Of course, he will scream blue murder, raise all kind of alarm, and pretend to have escaped death by whiskers. The second modus operandi he deploys is to equally go to the same motor park, sometimes board other commercial vehicles and pretend to be embarking on a journey, and whilst in that vehicle establishes communication with other gang members, and once they get to a right place, a safe place, a comfortable place, outside the prying eyes and cover of the security agents, he alerts them, and yet again they will attack the vehicle and take everybody hostage. Preliminary investigation so far conducted shows that he operates usually from 2 motor parks in Kano, Janguza Garage and Rijiyazaki Garage.
He added that the suspect was among the 34 suspects, consisting of 32 males and 2 females arrested by the police over various criminal offenses. According to the police spokesperson, 2 AK-47 rifles, 2 pump action, 2 den guns, 3 revolver pistols and 4 Beretta pistols with their accompanying magazines were recovered from the suspect. He added that other exhibits recovered were a total of 389 live ammunition of AK-47, 30 pieces of Type 06 ammunition, 5 tear gas canisters, 11 grenades and 2 units of anti-tracking devices. Mba said the anti-tracking device had the capacity to effectively block all forms of wireless communication transmission in a stolen vehicle. According to him, the equipment has the capacity to block cellular networks, satellite phones, Bluetooth and all kinds of communication between a stolen car and tracking companies or network providers.
Aikin da nake yi aka kama ni aikin kidnapping ne akan sa aka kama ni.
He is into kidnapping and that is the job he is doing before he was arrested.
Okay, where do you operate? Which states do you operate?
A ina kake yin ayyukan ka, wani wurare ne kake aikin kidnapping din?
A cikin garin Kano ne, in ya lalabo waɗanda zai bani in kai, shi a nan yake zaune a cikin garin Kano. Sai ya bani kira ni, sai ya haɗa ni da su, sai in tafi da su can daji, sai in je da su a kama su.
He said he do the job from Kano. He will take the person to the bush where his master asks him to meet them.
How do you normally take the people to the bush? Do you have a vehicle or you enter vehicle as a passenger or you do both of them?
Ya kake yi ka dauki mutanen? Kana zuwa tasha ne ka shiga motar passenger ko ko kana zuwa da mota ne a tasha ka dauki passenger?
Ina zuwa tasha ne mu hawa mota da ni da wanda zan tafi da shi din.
He said he used to go to the park and enter vehicle with the victim or with the other passengers that they want to kidnap.
And how do he contact his oga?
Ya kake ka yi ma mai gidanka magana ko ya kuke mu'amala da mai gidanka?
Mai gidana muna yin waya da shi ne. Waya za mu yi da shi, gani nan na to samanni a wuri kaza.
He said he communicates through phone and he used to tell him where to meet him.
How many people have you kidnapped during doing this way?
Mutane nawa ne kai kidnapping a lokacin wannan aiki naka?
Mutum uku ne na kidnapping din su daga cikin gari na kai.
He said he kidnapped 3 from the city to the bush.
How much have you made from kidnapping work so far?
Nawa ka samu daga wannan aikin na kidnapping da kai?
Kudin da na samu a wannan aikin kidnapping din na farko da aka ba da 400 ta bangaren sa, na saya ban 70,000.
He said the first one they collected 400,000, they give him 70,000 out of it.
Na biyu din sa an bani naira 40,000.
The second kidnapping they give him 40,000.
Na uku kuma shi kuma an bani naira 35,000.
The third one they give him 35,000 naira.
So what do you do with your money?
Me kake yi da kuɗin in an baka?
Ina da mata ne, zan je in so mana abinci mu ci da matana.
He said he used to feed his family, his wife and children with the money.
Ne na mai gidan mu wanda yake a can daji aka kama ni shi. Sunan shi ana kiransa da Lawali, sunansa na gaskiya amma an fi kiransa da gajere.
He said it was his master Lawali that gave him the uniform.
The Katsina State Police Command has arrested a suspected supplier of fuel to bandits in the state. Spokesperson of the command, SP Gambo Issa, who disclosed this in a statement on Wednesday, October 6th in Katsina State, said the 18-year-old suspect, Al-Mustafa Kabir from Niger Republic, specializes in supplying fuel to bandits in the forest. On the 5th of October 2021, the command succeeded in arresting Al-Mustafa Kabir, male 18 years old, of Dan Arua village, Niger Republic, who specializes in supplying bandits fuel in the forest. He was accosted by a team of Nigerian army personnel on patrol along Magama-Jibia Road with some quantity of petroleum product inside polythene bags. In the course of investigation, suspect confessed to the commission of the offense. Meanwhile, investigation is ongoing. The Katsina State Police Command has arrested a dismissed Nigerian Immigration Service officer, Hajarat Iye Ebunu, over alleged job scam. Spokesperson of the command, SP Issa Gambo, who disclosed this on Wednesday, October 6th, while parading the suspect at the police headquarters in Katsina State, said Ebunu specializes in defrauding unsuspecting job seekers by selling fake employment and appointment letters to them. The PPRO said the 42-year-old suspect collected 34 million naira from some job seekers who were issued with fake appointment letters. On the 4th of October 2021, based on credible intelligence, the command succeeded in arresting one Ibrahim Lawal El Maki, male aged 45 years old, of Rafin Dadi quarters, now residing at Gwarimpa quarters, Abuja, who conspired with one Hajarat Iye Ebunu, female aged 42 years old, of Kubwa, Abuja, an indigene of Kogi State, a dismissed Nigerian Immigration Service officer, a notorious fraudster who has been on the wanted list of the security agencies for various offenses relating to fraud, Gambo stated. The fact of the case was that on the 15th of October 2020, the suspect Ibrahim Lawal El Maki approached one Aminu Hamza, male, aged 32 years old, of GRA Katsina State, with a proposal for a job vacancy at Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS headquarters, Abuja, with a salary of more than 3 million naira. He also informed him that each offer is sold at 3,500,000 naira. The said Aminu Hamza informed his friends of this lucrative offer. They piqued interest and gathered a sum of 7 million naira, which they transferred to Ibrahim El Maki's account. Subsequently, the suspect Ibrahim Lawal El Maki sent copies of the appointment letters to him through WhatsApp, which were later traced to be fake. In the course of investigation, Ibrahim Lawal El Maki was traced and arrested. He confessed to have collected the said money and gave it to one Hajarat Iye Ebunu, female, in good faith, with intent of assisting his friends to get ECOWAS juicy appointment. El Maki cooperated and assisted the police in their investigation, which led to the arrest of the principal suspect, Hajarat Iye Ebunu, who confessed to have received the sum of 34,800,000 naira from Ibrahim Lawal El Maki through her bank account. But El Maki stated that she collected a sum of 47,350,000 naira from him. It may interest you to know that other unsuspecting members of the public defrauded by the suspect through the same modus operandi by Hajarat Iye Ebunu are still trooping to the command headquarters to lodge their complaint. Meanwhile, investigation is ongoing. Police operatives of Enugu State Command attached to Enugu Metro Area Command in synergy with personnel of Emene Neighborhood Watch Group on October 3, 2021 arrested a security guard, Shaibu Mohammed, male 35-year-old, for allegedly stabbing and murdering a young man simply identified as Tempo on October 2nd at Abuoga, Nike Layout, Emene, Enugu State. A statement released by DSP Daniel Ndukwe, spokesperson of the State Police Command, says preliminary investigation reveals that a suspect, who is a native of Wase local government area of Plateau State but resides and works as a security man at Obinagu Chiwendo New Layout, Emene, had on the said date vengefully attacked the victim for allegedly being part of those who caught, beat him up, warned and released him for stealing. Consequently, the Commissioner of Police, CP Abubakar Lawal, has ordered the Homicide Section of the State CID to ensure timely conclusion of investigation and prosecution of the suspect, Ndukwe said. Ndukwe added,
that the lifeless body of the victim has since been taken to the hospital, where he was confirmed dead by medical doctors on duty, and the corpse deposited in the mortuary for preservation and autopsy pending the conclusion of investigation.
Punishment is not for revenge, but to lessen crime and reform the criminal. This is all we have for you on Busted for today. Until I come your way next time, I remain your host, Gladys Alozie. Do want to follow us on all our social media platforms, on Facebook and also on Instagram. Stay safe.